Welcome back, first timers. We're back for the weekend in Pensacola Beach, Florida.
And we're staying at Pensacola Beach RV Resort. It has its own private beach and a tiki bar. We are in spot 52 today, but we can only get it for one night, so we have to move over to spot 26 tomorrow. Not a big deal for this beach view, but let's talk about the sites. All sites out here are paved, and there are 3 different tiers. You've got your standard, your deluxe, and your premium. And as you get closer to the water, the sites get better and a little bit more pricey. All the sites are paved. They all have 20, 30, and 50 amp power hookups and water and sewer. There are picnic tables at each of the sites, and you can have a fire here, but it has to be self-contained and up off the ground. There's not a lot of tree cover, so it's pretty hot out here, but there are some palm trees and a nice breeze, so that makes for an enjoyable day. We're gonna hop on our bikes and give you a quick tour around the park of what's open, and then we'll check out the rest tomorrow. This resort has 2 access points to their own private beach. That's right, a private beach in an RV park. It's also home to the Sneaky Tiki, which is also on the beach. This one's the western access point. On the west access pass, there's a little gate that'll lead you right next door to a bunch of different restaurants, and we're gonna take advantage of that and go to Water Pig later on tonight. While we are on the beach and there's a lot of sand, they do have a great walking path for people with accessibility issues. The really cool thing about the Sneaky Tiki is you can swim up, paddle up, boat up, jet ski up, anything water up. They also have chairs available with umbrellas. If you get lost and you can't find the Sneaky Tiki, just look for the giant Pensacola Beach sign. If you are trying to access the bar by dry land and you're not staying at the RV park, just note that there is absolutely no public parking in this lot. But they do have a lot of bike racks and there's plenty of parking around the area. They also have live music out here often on this beautiful stage behind me. They're not having any tonight though, unfortunately. They also have a dock that you can pull up to and park your boat. They also have a great place for your Instagram photo ops, and it's sunset right now, and I think this might be one of the best times to get a picture. We made our way over to the east access point, and it's right next to some restrooms, and it's closer to the front of the park. Also on the east path, there is a little playground. This area underneath the clubhouse is open for general use. It's got some picnic tables, barbecue grills, and it's right next to the pool. And we're gonna check out the general store tomorrow when it opens. They have bags of ice for sale. And we're gonna go check out the pool, but it's really busy right now because it is super hot. So we're gonna check it out in the morning when it's not as busy. If you don't have your own RV, you can stay in one of their tiki huts that they have for rent. One of them is behind me right now, and this one is called the Tiki Room. There's somebody staying here right now, so we're not gonna be too obnoxious and bother them. But there are 4 different options that you can pick from, and you can stay on the beach like us. Behind me are some of the other tiki hut cabin rental options that you have available. And then right in front of those is a little park that we're gonna go check out. Here's the park for the children. If staying in a cabin isn't your thing, they also have 2 RVs that you can rent. Tonight for dinner, we're checking out Water Pig BBQ.
So the seating here is kind of interesting. It's outside but covered, and then there's also seats at the bar. But on hot days, you're gonna feel it, but they do have fans going, and then the breeze right off the water is kind of nice. I can't wait. You can smell the food cooking, you can smell the smoke. It's looking good coming out, so I'm pretty excited.
Here at Water Pig, they also have a boat and go option where you can scan this QR code from your boat, order, and come up and pick it up. I'm testing out the Blue Angels lemonade. It's blueberry vodka and lemonade. Refreshing, but really sweet.
With it being nearly 100 degrees right now, I wanted something light and refreshing. I'm going with this ice water situation. I have no interest in drinking right now. It is so freaking hot right now. I decided to change it up and go with a salad this time, but I went with the Pitmaster Cobb salad. It's literally a slaughterhouse of meats. There's brisket, there's turkey, there's pulled pork on a bed of lettuce, there's eggs, there's onions, all kinds of stuff. It looks delicious, and it is massive.
I went with the Carolina pork sandwich. It's got Carolina gold sauce, pork, coleslaw on a nice bun. It comes with a side of tater tots, but I also got a side of potato salad because I wanted to check it out. Too big of a bite. It's really smoky pork. It's got crispy onion swirls, pickles, The coleslaw is really crunchy. So far, I'm liking it.
Well, Terry works on that behemoth of a sandwich. I'm gonna grab one of these tots. They're extra crispy. Oh man, be careful going into those. Really crispy, a lot of flavor. Those are some great tots. You could definitely cover those with a lot of stuff and they're gonna hold up.
Let's give this potato salad a test. The potatoes aren't mushy. It's not dressed heavily. It's like an egg potato salad.
I better give this potato salad a shot. It's a nice flavor. Not super heavily dressed like Terry said, but the potatoes are big, they're tender, and they held their form really well. This is a really solid potato salad. I'm liking it. This may be more meat than salad, but I'm not mad at that. That brisket is delicious. It's smoky, but it has nice charred ends, just like the burnt ends here. The dressing on here, it's like a mesquite. It's creamy, but with a little hint of smoke too. And there is so much meat here. I love brisket, and I really love their brisket, but I think I like the turkey even better. That pulled pork's pretty good, but if I'm deciding between the three of those, I'm either going with the turkey or the brisket. After that dinner, I'm absolutely stuffed. It was a really massive salad. I'm definitely gonna have some leftovers with that.
My meal was also delicious. I took no prisoners on the sandwich. I finished the whole thing, but I do have leftover tots and potato salad.
Let's get back over to the RV park so we can have a little nightcap over at the Sneaky Tiki. We got plenty of seats, they got loungers, they got couches, but we got a front row to the sunset. Now Terry's going with the old standby vodka soda, but I was feeling a little frisky, so I went with the Cabana Boy. Little frilly drink, but you know what? Sometimes when you're feeling a little fancy, you need a drink to match.
And David's drink matches his outfit. Sneaky Tiki has been voted the best bar in Pensacola every year since they've been open, except for 2019, which is when they opened, and they were voted best new bar.
But I think it's time for us to just enjoy these drinks, watch the sunset. But we'll be back tomorrow to show you the rest of the RV park. We're also gonna take you out to a dog park and then maybe another restaurant if we're feeling a little hungry. See you tomorrow. Good morning, first timers. It's another beautiful day here in Pensacola. We're actually moving spots from spot 52 over to spot 26 today. So Terry's getting the trailer kind of organized before we move. But I wanted to get you guys over to the pool and the laundry room before it starts to fill up. It's gonna be another scorcher today, so I know that pool is gonna be packed. We have something exciting for you. We're renting a Scoot Coupe, which is a little two-seater vehicle that you can get around the area in. They charge by the hour, so 1 hour $65 and 2 hours is $110. But we're probably gonna take it for an hour because we wanna show you the 2 separate dog parks in this area for those that are traveling with dogs. Well, thankfully I beat the rush to the pool. It's completely empty right now, so I can show you around. But it's a pretty small pool, but I think it gets the job done. It ranges from 3.5 foot to 4.5 foot. It's the kidney shaped, but they do have some fountains running too, and then a couple seats and tables around the area. There's also restrooms and bathrooms by the pool, and then as well as over by the Sneaky Tiki. The restrooms are really nice. They're individual, they're climate controlled, they're clean, they're organized. It's definitely everything you could hope for. I felt real goofy when I walked into the laundry room. I thought that was a person standing guard. But there's 3 washers and 4 dryers. They're coin operated, but there's no coin dispenser machine here, so you'll probably need to bring your own quarters or get them from the general store. So that clubhouse is really cool. So they have all these full-size sculptures or mannequins of different famous people and random people. It's really cool. They got a hula girl, they got Elvis Presley, they got 2 guys dressed up like detectives or something. There's also a nice area in there where you can use to cook or prepare food, and then their general store is really awesome. It's pretty well packed. It has a lot of those RV specific things that you might need that break over time, and they have all the basic supplies you need. They have ice cream, they have ice, but I think what really sets it apart is those RV specific doodads, bits and bots that you might need that break over time. Definitely, if you need something, they might have it. And like we mentioned yesterday, the path to the beach is sand, but they do have these mats down to help people with mobility issues. They also have an elevator here, so if you're on the ground floor and you're trying to get up to the clubhouse, they have an elevator right here. There's also 2 small dog walk areas. There's one on the east and one on the west side of the park. But this one right here is the one that's on the east side of the park. And then on the west side of the park, there's another dog walk area. It's a little shorter, but a little wider, but it is also enclosed. While there's no fitness center here, they do have a sign that identifies the loop as a 1/4 mile. So 4 loops around 1 mile. So you might not be lifting weights, but you can definitely get a run in. These spots accommodate really big rigs like that one. It totally blocked out the sun, but at least it brought the temperature down.
We just got to the fun store. We're gonna rent a Scoot Coupe, cruise around down to the dog beach and check it out.
So the Fun Store's been here for 15 years in this location, but they've been on the island for 17. So they have the scoot coupes, but they also have bikes, e-bikes, golf carts. They're a full service repair shop and seller of bikes and e-bikes. But we're here for the scoot coupe. Now, it is a little spendy for an hour. After taxes, fees, and then the gas top-off fees, it came out to almost $80. So we're gonna try and get the most out of it for the hour. It gets cheaper if you get multiple hours, but we're not gonna be out in the sun that long. There is also a $100 deposit that you get back when you bring it back. We're pretty excited about this. We're gonna hit the 2 dog parks, and if there's any time left over, we'll try and grab a bite.
This is scary.
So this thing is like driving a jet ski or like a modified motorcycle with an automatic transmission. So it is slightly nerve-wracking because it's so tiny. Go Gadget Arms! Initial reaction, this thing is slightly scarier than I thought it was gonna be. I used to ride motorcycles a lot, and that didn't seem to scare me, but maybe because it doesn't quite have the power to get out of the way. We're gonna keep going. This thing is interesting. I don't think Terry likes it.
This is terrifying, and it just shut off.
Well, we stalled at the stop sign. Some really nice people were able to push us to the side. I don't think there's a reverse, so now I'm on the sidewalk trying to get back to the road. Okay, so maybe the stalling might have been user error, maybe not. Either way, that thing is precarious at best. Just so you know, there's no reverse, so if you get in a pickle of a situation, you're gonna have to push it like we did. It was nice of all the passerbyers to yell at us that we were on the side of the road or we were on the sidewalk. We knew that. But thank you to the gentleman that did stop and help push us out of the road. That was a huge help because Terry was not taking the helm of that spaceship. But right now we're at Dog Park West. There's 2 dog parks here on Pensacola Beach. We're gonna then take you over to the other one, but let's check it out and see where you'd like to take your dogs to play.
They've got a parking lot with quite a few spots, and then a little ways down the road there's some parking as well, and there's a porta potty, and that's about it.
There is a nice boardwalk. It's wooden. It's a ramp, so those with mobility issues or anything like that, it is a really nice, easy walk to the beach.
Super quiet beach. There's not many people out here. There's no lifeguard. When you get out here, the dog park is right off to your right when you come off the boardwalk.
We have safely made it over to the Dog Park East, and that cart is slowly growing on me. It's still precarious, and it's a little nerve-wracking to drive, but you get a lot of looks, a lot of thumbs up, and man, some of those ladies just wanted to jump right in. This dog park is right past the Portofino, which is a huge hotel condo situation. You'll see it. It's the biggest building down this way. And just a little bit past it on the right is the dog park. It has a parking lot. It has some porta potties, nice ramp, access right to the water.
Another quiet beach, clear water, nice and calm. The dog portion of the beach is right in the middle when you come down the boardwalk. Where we live in Okaloosa County, no dogs can go to the beach, so sadly, Noodles has never been to the beach. Maybe next time we should bring him here.
It started out a little rocky, but then things turned around, and I actually really enjoyed driving that thing. It's a little shaky, but it's a 3-wheeled vehicle made out of a snowmobile. Will I rent one again? Nah, I'll probably stick with the golf carts. But if you guys want to check it out, we'll leave their information in the description below. They have all kinds of other stuff you can rent. Super nice people. Also, if you don't want to rent a vehicle and you still want to get around, there's golf cart shuttles out here that are free, and all you do is tip them. We'll leave their phone number and their information below. We've used them before when we checked out a music festival out here. And then there's also a free trolley that runs the entire length of this island here. So we didn't take that this time, but maybe we'll jump on it next time, and we'll also leave their information below. But before we end this video, we're gonna check out Flounders Chowder House to see what kind of food they're dishing up. If you're in a rush and you don't wanna sit down to eat, they actually have a to-go van right out front. It's really cool. You can order right there and take to go. This is a huge restaurant. There's inside seating, outside seating, covered seating. There's a bunch of bars. There's an entire volleyball setup out here. They got a tiki bar on the water. They got a sushi restaurant. You name it, they probably have it. And if it seems kind of familiar, it's because it is associated with McGuire's, which is a restaurant that we've been to a bunch of times, and we've done a few videos over there. And you can pull up your boats and jet skis, come right up, get some food, get something to drink. But if you're trying to beat the heat like us, the inside seating has its own bar. It's really decorated really well. It's cold, and I gotta find Terry because I don't know where she's at. It is definitely a lot cooler inside than outside. So during the summer months, would recommend you come in here. It's a great atmosphere, a lot of wood on the walls, a lot of art and artifacts.
I have many leather-bound books, and my apartment smells of rich mahogany.
But we're here for the food. I went with the chowder as an appetizer because it's the chowder house. I know it's 100 degrees, 100% humidity, but I'm getting hot, thick, creamy soup.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
Chris, putting a hot, thick, creamy soup in your mouth at 100 degrees.
It's happening. And then I also am trying their sushi, so I'm getting their tsunami roll.
And I was gonna get the burger, but again, it's hot. So I went with the Caesar salad, topped with chicken tenders.
Who in their right mind is eating seafood chowder in temperatures like this? No one. Oh, that's a good chowder. It's thick and creamy, very buttery and decadent. But there's little scallions, kind of make it feel like you're eating something healthy, and a lot of seafood. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna get through, but I definitely wanted to try it, and I see why it's an award-winning chowder. Would recommend in colder months. Well, I think that answers that. How much of that was I gonna get through? All of it. It was packed with seafood. There's shrimp, there's clam, there's fish. There's a few potatoes here and there, but don't let that dissuade you.
Don't let it slow you down.
There's a nice spice, great flavor. The only regret I have is not getting a bigger bucket of this. This is really, really good.
My Caesar salad has arrived. I tried to, be a little healthier, order a salad, and now it's covered in fried chicken. But let's give it a try. The lettuce is cold. It's cheesy, Caesar salad-y. The chicken is super crunchy, really good flavor. I'm not mad at my choice.
There's definitely a trend going on here at Flounders. It's affordable prices and huge portions. While it is still a tourist area, they're not giving it away for free, but the prices are really good, and everything we've ordered has come out in massive portions. And even stuff that other people have ordered, like the seafood nachos, it's the biggest pile of nachos I've ever seen. Even the sushi roll, it's a pretty stout roll. Let's give it a try. I just got Flounders sushi chills. This is really good. Packed with flavor. The cream cheese is a nice touch. I don't usually do a lot of cream cheese in sushi, but the fish is really fresh and the rice is delicious. So they have a world famous key lime pie that's stacked in between 2 layers of cheesecake and then covered in whipped cream. We're not getting that today, but our friendly neighbors right to my south let us take a picture of their pie. If anybody's ever had the pie, let us know what it tastes like in the comments below, but I can't do that. I can't.
It's delicious.
I guarantee it's delicious. That's the most amazing looking pie I've seen in a long time.
I really wanted to get that giant key lime pie. I just don't have the room for it. But our server was nice enough to snag us a piece of cheesecake because it's almost someone's birthday.
Early birthday cheers. That is key lime. This is key lime cheesecake.
Yeah, it's key lime cheesecake.
So the pie that they have is key lime and then key lime cheesecake. This is the key lime cheesecake portion of the party. And dang,
That's really good.
This is really good. I couldn't even imagine how intense
The key lime flavor would be with the key lime pie in the middle.
because this is packing a punch. It's creamy, sweet, tangy.
It's tart.
Yeah, very.
It's sweet.
Makes your cheese get leaking. This is a good pie. I think we're gonna have to come back and try the triple layer, but today's not that day. But that's about as much fun as we can have here in Pensacola Beach for this weekend.
I am sweating. I gotta get out of the sun or into some water real fast.
But thanks again for following along in this episode, and join us next time when we try something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five.